Patriots, Michael here from the Patriot Hour. Where to find the Patriot Hour? Here are some of the social media platforms to find the Patriot Hour to stay updated to all alerts and videos. So take a look in the description box on the platform you are currently on. The description box will have links to these different social media platforms. Make sure you are subscribed. Be sure to like, subscribe, and get notified. Got an article over here today at thefederalist.com by Helen Riley, October 14th, 2025. TikTok, a Chinese app and one of the most influential social media platforms, has been found to be pushing sexually explicit content to minors while blocking wholesome Christian views. A recent investigative report by Global Witness, a reputable non-profit organization based in the United Kingdom, exposes alarming findings about TikTok's practices. Researchers posing as a 13-year-old created even a new account on a TikTok UK using a factory reset phone with no current search history. They activated the app's restricted mode feature, which according to TikTok's own guidelines is meant to limit exposure to explicit content. Now, shockingly, on all three accounts, the algorithm suggested pornographic material immediately, even before the searches were conducted. All 7 accounts soon encountered pornographic content after just a small number of clicks after setting up each of these accounts. This ranged from content showing women flashing to hardcore porn showing penetrative sex. Now, disturbingly, just a handful of clicks in led to an alarming increase in both the quantity and explicitness of suggestions. This troubling evidence shows that even with the restricted mode enabled, TikTok's algorithm continues to promote pornography to children as young as 13. Researchers have found that the experience reported by their test accounts are not an isolated incident either. Other TikTok users have also voiced concerns and shared screenshots showing that TikTok search recommendations include sexualized content, even without any related user searches for this topic. These findings call into question the effectiveness of TikTok's content restriction measures. This issue is particularly alarming, given that a separate study in the UK revealed that despite TikTok's minimum age requirement of 13, many children aged 5 to 11 have profiles on the platform and use the app frequently. These children, dubbed TikToks, are at risk of frequent exposure to inappropriate content suggested by the platform's algorithm. After Global Witness reported its findings to TikTok, the company asserted that it had eliminated the problematic algorithm, content, and search suggestion bar identified by the group. However, researchers continued to notice the same troubling issue in their test accounts months later. As a result, Global Witness felt compelled to publish its report online to inform the public and all the regulators. In addition to pushing pornography to minors, what is equally concerning is TikTok's aggressive censorship of the Christian content. According to Brent Dursing, CEO of TruePlay, his company provides Bible-based mobile games for all ages, particularly targeting users between the ages of 5 and 12. TruePlay aims to offer fun, safe, and uplifting materials filled with God's teachings, with the goal of turning game into God time. TruePlay began advertising on TikTok back in 2023, a decision that seemed obvious given that TikTok is one of the most popular and influential social media platforms globally, boasting nearly 2 billion users as of July 2025. TikTok ads are highly effective, with an average conversion rate measured by direct in-app purchases and live commerce of nearly 5%, surpassing many traditional e-commerce platforms. Dismantling a Christian worldwide view. People argue that the most logical explanation for TikTok's censorship of TruePlay is that TikTok's algorithm is designed to dismantle Christian worldview. This assertion does not seem far-fetched, given that TikTok is a product of Communist China, a regime infamous for its persecution of religious views of individuals, particularly Christians. Finally, how can Americans effectively safeguard their minors from the dangers of TikTok? Despite being subjected to numerous investigations and fines since its 2016 launch, it is unlikely that TikTok will alter its algorithm anytime soon. Moreover, the U.S. government is not inclined to ban the app. Recently, President Donald Trump signed an executive order regarding TikTok, finalizing a deal he discussed with the Chinese Communist Party during a phone call. This agreement will enable a consortium of American companies to manage TikTok users' data within the U.S., but according to the Wall Street Journal, ByteDance would copy the algorithm it uses recommended content to its users, then lease it to the new U.S. entity. This means that while the U.S. assumes some control, ByteDance remains in command of the actual algorithm, leaving us at a significant disadvantage. It's like purchasing a home, but realizing the previous owner still holds the key to all of the doors, especially the front door. How secure is that? What this really boils down to is it falls on American parents to take a proactive measure to protect their children from TikTok's harmful content. Avoid allowing minors to use TikTok app on their devices. Instead, inspire them to participate in enriching activities like reading, engaging in books, enjoying outdoor adventures, or playing wholesome games that instill Christian teaching and positive values, just like those offered by TruePlay.